Recently, a dramatic independent initiative to revolutionise the British economy was rejected by the government. It could have helped revitalise Britain's industrial scientific economy, strengthened UK defence, and perhaps delivered huge amounts of new aid to the people of Ukraine. And it was turned down. The British government were confident that they've already got the ability to do this on their own, confident that they can deal with this situation and they have it well in hand. Well, looking around at the current state of the British economy, I cannot speak for what the government might be doing in the background, might be doing behind the scenes, but I'm sure a lot of people in this country would suggest that perhaps the British government don't have it in hand. But then again, this strategy was submitted to the government, to the normal processes of government. It didn't reach, I believe, it did not reach the levels of cabinet. Decision makers never got it, never saw it. It was turned down and turned away, rejected. The focus of that strategy was to tap into huge amounts of British investment, vast reservoirs of British capital to invest in British jobs, in British technology, British jobs for British people. It wasn't intended, the way the government had been behaving over the last year or so, to bring foreign investors in to buy up British industry. We can do it ourselves. We can revitalise our economy. We can create a new industrial revolution. But not that way. The government didn't want it. It would not have cost the taxpayer a penny. Injecting tens of thousands of millions of pounds of new private sector capital into industry, science, technology, into job creation wouldn't have cost the taxpayer a penny. It wouldn't have meant raising taxes the way it has been rumoured or feared in the forthcoming budget at the end of this year, 2025. In fact, the Chancellor, the Treasury, might have received huge benefits from the new initiative, and it was rejected. I do not know what the government are doing behind the scenes. I do know that an independent initiative that was drawn up over the last 25 years of research has been turned down. An initiative that could have liberated the productive potential and vastly improved UK manufacturing productivity was rejected. So now we'll have to do it another way. We'll have to wait for another government, another cabinet, other politicians, or try and find a way for this initiative to actually be presented before the cabinet. Until that time, it looks like we're on our own. So we'll pursue our own strategies. We'll pursue our own private initiatives. They won't perhaps be as bold, they won't be as striking, and they will certainly not be as quick in solving problems, whether it is Britain's economic crisis, defence crisis, or the defence of Ukraine. But we can do it. We have the potential, and somewhere along the line we will eventually break through. We will eventually solve the massive economic crisis in this country and help our allies and our friends around the world. In the meantime, thank you for your time and patience. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.